Hello everybody, and today's job is going to be on the Fordson Major again. We have, can you see, all that movement there in the gear stick, and we can see at the bottom here, it is to do with that little pin in there, rotating and moving. So I'm not bothered about left to right, but I don't want that rotation which makes the gear stick move back into the seat when I don't want it to. So we're going to undo the 4 bolts, take that off and see what we can do then to make it better. What I'm going to try and do is use a knife to cut around the base of the gear stick, so that the paint, when it cracks in a straight line and it's controlled. I'm hoping that a lot of it, to be fair, is going to be underneath anyway, so there's probably only this one edge down here. Just like that, eh? Hopefully now that'll just pull out and we'll be good to go. Even got a paper gasket. Job is a good one. I've never had one of these to bits before, but I do believe people just drill out that pin or get it out somehow and then put a bolt in its place. So we're going to have a go, see if we can do that and see if we can see how it all works. I fix it, that's the important thing. So I believe, take that off there, handle off, this will slide up and then this drops out. I think that's what happens. That's what I'm going to try. First thing to do is get this little snap ring thing off. So got my chisel, got my hammer, see what happens. Not sure how I'm going to spread it yet, so I might have to get 2 pry bars and then get the chisel behind it, which is probably the easiest way. Now it's moving. I think that'd be the easiest way anyway. Hopefully these will be big enough. I'll test around it to the top. Hopefully it'll make it a bit easier. Put them in back to back and watch me trap my fingers between the 2. Okay, that's not really going to work, is it? I can see myself getting hurt very quickly. I need to have a think. Right, so we spun it around a few times, and what I've done is had to fit it in that way to free it off a bit more, and I think I now can chisel it out. Hopefully it'll move. And obviously if you're not on a bench, on wheels, it'll be easier. Yeah, one side's out. It's good. It's good. It's encouraging. Two sides are out. Yes. Let's have a look inside it. See what we can see. So that's a ring. That's that. Comes off to there. That comes out to there. So we need to. Oh, that'll crack, won't it, when that comes off? I can guarantee that. So I'll have to get a new one of them. Oh well, needs more. That is just gonna crumble. Because I'm gonna have to get the stillies on it. Well, maybe big grips. Let's go get some big grips. I'm gonna sacrifice the gear knob because there's just no other way it's gonna come off. It's already got a crack in it, so, or multiple cracks. I'm gonna have to get a reproduction one. But I'd rather the gear stick was better than. Oh, hey, oh, we're in business. Yes! Lovely, fantastic. That, my friends, is a result. So, spring comes off, cover comes off, that comes off. Got a gear stick, and I think that pin just comes out. Like that. So, give that a wipe and keep that. Not sure yet whether we're going to need to make a new one of these because, as you can see, there is some wear on it. So we probably will make a new one of some description. And what we will do, give this a clean. But this side, that side can be milled out. I'll weld this side up and polish it all back, and then we'll mill a new slot in it. That is the plan. I've cleaned in here just a little bit for welding prep. I'm going to use the arc welder for this job. So that is the plan. It'll either go well or it won't. So let's give it a go and see what happens. This vice is goddamn awful. What I'll do now is I'm gonna just clean up in there with a grinder. Build the other side up, and then yeah, we should be somewhere near. a hole in here, it's got a little bit of wear in it. Going to drill that out to a slightly bigger size, and then we'll make a new pin to fit that, and then make that fit the pin. This is my setup on the milling machine. Got a bit of key steel here, which I've used as a parallel on this bit. How parallel it is, I don't really know, but don't know. Yeah, so that is a pretty good fit in there now, which is nice. So yeah, maybe we could have had that a little bit longer. Would have been better longer, wouldn't it? But it depends how that fits in the thing, so we'll have a test fit and see what happens. If not, we're making the longer pin. But at the moment, it's looking good, looking good. Time to make our gasket, so I've got my gasket paper. Been in the cupboard for a good number of years, so it's nice and rolled up. I have already made a start, just to make life a little bit easier. Essentially, all you need, a pair of scissors, gasket paper, and a hammer. So what I like to do is just rub around the outline of where it's going to be, just so I can see where I need to hit with a hammer. So it leaves a small imprint, and then just tappity tap tap. And if you're really good, you get a bit of gasket material left to use on something else. It is a bit easier with something that's a bit more stable and a smaller hammer. And there we go. Whoop. One very nice gasket ready to go. Happy with that. The big problem with these is this little pin here wears, and then this slot here also wears. So what I've done is I've welded up the slot and then remachined it, and I've made a new pin. Now when that slides in there, as we can see, there's no movement on the pin. The movement is in the spherical ball bit, but if you put more pressure on that, it goes completely. So it moves all the way around like it should. Bit of grease on that and that'll be fine. So we're going to grease this up and put the cap back on, spring on, and then the snap ring. Bit of grease on there, bit of grease in there, feed it in without getting too much on me. Probably put it in vice, be a bit easier I think. Give me a bit more control with two hands. Still got grease everywhere though. I like that because it's what I do, what I do best. Good job it's all nice and clean so we can push it back in. Make sure it's all packed up nice. Just like that. Then we'll get our thingamajig. Get our little ball. And we'll put some grease on there as well. just to help that. Clean all the old muck out of here. Haven't done that yet, so I'll do that now. Bit of grease in here. I do like a good bit of grease. Lovely job. Right, spring. So the grease on here. Put some around the groove. That'll make that easier for me. Spring is tapered slightly, so we know which way it goes. Yeah. Have to tend the eye, don't we? To make it easier, I decided to lightly hold the gear stick in the vise by the ball underneath. That means I can push down on it, hopefully without it falling through. But I'm hoping that we can just give it a tap maybe. I'll have to get some long nose mould grips on there as a compressor. Not too sure at this stage, but it's looking highly likely that I will. Because otherwise it could be a bit tricky. Unless I would go in the vise and I can push down on the top, which may be an option. It might work. If I can put it on there like that and get that and push down. And give it a bash. Just maybe. But it's not wanting to go. Turn that around a little bit, get something to put on there, save my fingers. Maybe. I don't know if it's hitting on the spring or what. But I thought that would have gone quite easy, to be honest. Two people would be really, really good, but there is only me. Had a change of attack. Going to sacrifice paint for saving my fingers. Ew. Let's get that out of there. Bit of wood. So what I'm going to try and do is use the chisel or pry bar to get underneath it to get it over the step that's there. And hopefully once I can get it started, it will go a bit easier. A glamorous assistant would be very nice about now. We're going. Get a bigger bar before it all goes wrong. So I've decided it's better to lose a bit of paint than my fingers. I think we're in. So I'll put it in a vise and give it a squeeze to make sure it's got it. It doesn't pop out on me. So yeah, I've sacrificed a bit of paint, but I've not had to go to hospital and I haven't sworn. So give that a squeeze in. So we are in the groove. Most definitely in the groove. So the next thing to do is clean that thread, so we'll quickly run the tap down that, or the dye. And grip in there now. I've already taken all the paint off. It does need repainting, so have to be done now, won't it? So here's 3/8 UNF, and all we're going to do is just hopefully clean and rust out the holes out the threads. Put some copper grease on, put our gear knob back on, and get it back on the tractor. Be another job off the to-do list. Let's find the anti-struggle compound. Must be around here somewhere. Threads are now cleaned up. Anti-struggle compound is on. I'm not sure how well I can chase that because I've only got a first tap, so I don't think a first tap will do a lot of good in there, to be honest. Better than brand new. Job's a good one. Right, let's give that a wipe and then we'll go and bolt it on. I'm hoping we'll have this one. I'll just start help. Yeah, that's one. The second one's go. Yeah. Here's one quickly. Nice one. Should put in. Yeah, that's a bunch of go. That's it. It's more in this one. What we need. There she flies. It's a never-ending bolt, this one. It never ends. in gear. Bit of slop in the old bottom, got it in there, but it doesn't twist anymore, which is good. So we might one day have to take it out and weld up the end to reduce some of that slop. And we're not going to get reversed because it needs rocking or something similar. Oh yep, there we go. That's it, we're in reverse. Be nice if it went a bit more forwards, but we could if we wanted to now. Always give a stick a little bend. But it's there, and there's absolutely no twist at all in it. In the ball. So if we tighten the ball up, we'll have loads of clearance, which is not a job I'm going to do today, but I might do it tomorrow. Because hard bit's done, doing the pin. The rest of it's going to be easy.